Okay, so you're going to have a journal-sized version of this paper and one that says journal size of the plain paper. You're going to glue those into the art techniques, tips and tricks section of your journal. And basically what you're going to do, as it says right here, experiment with different shapes and vanishing points. Get used to drawing straight lines at different angles from the vanishing point because you'll be doing a lot of it with your perspective drawings. Make some drawings with lines extending all the way to the vanishing point, then try chopping off, shortening it up, more complicated shapes. So what you're going to do is somewhere on here, find a spot for your vanishing point. And then you're going to draw a shape. You can make like, you know, whatever. And then it's easier if you do use a ruler. I'm going to stop right here because I don't want it to go through. I want this top to be solid. And go here. Lining up with the vanishing point each time. So this edge right here kind of goes through, so I'm just going to grab the vanishing point, just going to line up and come over here. So if I wanted to chop this off like it was mentioning, I kind of am going to take this curve here, same curve, and then over here I'm going to do the same thing, kind of this thing, and I kind of like this. And I can erase this part of the vanishing point. And then you want to kind of figure out what you're doing shading wise. So like maybe if I've got light coming from here, my shadow would go this way. So you're practicing value at the same time. We're trying to make things look more three-dimensional, more realistic. Put a little shadow in there, put a little shadow in here. Contour hatching, kind of follow your curve. Clean up your edges. So not everything is instantaneous. You have to play around with things, try to get things looking interesting. So maybe you want some sort of a star. I did the basic A into the thing. Drawing a perfect star is not like, again, like a straight line between 2 points. You kind of have to play with it. If you have like a protractor, you can actually get a really good one from a circle, but this is not perfect, but I'm still going to line up with the vanishing point. any corners, you're lining up. And then the ones that go through the other part of the shape, you stop. Okay, and since my shade, add some shadow there, add some shadow here. This is probably a mid-tone because the light would be hitting this side more than it would be hitting this one. I'm kind of using my finger to kind of tap my pencil against, because you can really only like control, I mean, some people can. I get impatient, so I just kind of like go in the distance. So I want you to draw at least 4 objects. Maybe you want to draw like a block letter of your name. Round it out. It's the whole point in sketching, that you're like getting things shaped up and then working on getting it finished. Don't worry about not making things perfect the first time you're messing with things. That's not what this is about. This is more about you playing around and seeing what you get. I don't know if I want to go all the way back. I'm just gonna sort of stop it halfway. Again, lining up with the vanishing point there. Ish, because this will curve. And this will stop. You see, I'm lining up over here with that. There. There's just the barest hint of like an edge right there. Contour shade here. Contour shade here. Just like a hint of, no, it's right below it, so I don't need anything right there. I do want a shadow though. Maybe curve that top just a little. You want to give your things mass. So adding your value, cast shadow, that kind of thing, makes it look more interesting. That's not right. Let me get that curve. Everybody's so used to judging themselves. When you see something that doesn't look right, you're automatically like, that doesn't look right, I hate it. But just remember that that's the whole point in what you're doing, is that you're practicing and getting used to making things. It's not about